Good evening, beautiful people, and welcome to the reunion of Big Brother Apocalypse. I'm your host, Kaywireee, and with me is our newly evil alumni from Big Brother the First, Sahari. I'm still suing for those marbles. Of course you are. In this video, we'll catch up with our stunning cast of BB Apocalypse, answer your fan questions, and maybe get a glimpse of what's coming next for the channel. But enough from me, let's hear it for the cast! Our final three is looking absolutely gorgeous tonight. Jinx living her fairy tale fantasy, and Lyric and Bill giving us a bombastic finish till the end. Of course, they wouldn't be here without the sacrifice of our jurors, Dom, Scott, Danica, Connie, Nico, Roger. All of you looking dashing tonight. And the pre-jury phase this season was also firecrackers thanks to this crazy bunch, so say hello again to Abby, Huda, Muna, Crystal, Grim, and Clove. What an electric season, and it's all thanks to these guys. Many of them wouldn't be here without their friends and family, so a shout out to those in the audience too! Jinx's cousin Draven returns, and both of Lyric's parents are here. Also, our favorite mothers Roz and Vivian, and Mr. Roommate Byron, I see you. Janice Tong is here with Marcus Flex. Lovely! Hope you're ready for a stepdad, Bill. Also looking cute tonight is Sweet Zoe, Uncle Barry, and Athens. Good to see you all again. Back in the building to pass the torch is also our Big Brother 2 alumni! Welcome back, Jason, Bronte, and DC! An electric final three in their own right. And of course, our fan favorites, Sienna and Barbie, looking beautiful as ever! Whew, now that roll call is done, let's celebrate our newest winner in the Hall of Fame, Jinx Hex! Roll the clip! Jinx came into Big Brother Apocalypse marching to the beat of her own drum. Having her nemesis Grim enter the game and being nominated next to her best friend week 1, Jinx fought her way off the block by winning a crucial POV. Since then, Jinx has kept her head low as she spent 5 weeks in the have-not room. But Jinx has never stopped keeping her relationships close. When the jury phase hit, Jinx spent the first 2 weeks ousting the alliance that was after her, and made the game-winning decision of aligning with Bill and Scott, letting the comp beast take care of her safety while she continued to strengthen her relationships. By the final 3, she had 2 people who would take her to the end no matter what, and with her strong bonds and convincing speeches, drove home the votes to grant her the winner of Big Brother Apocalypse. Whew, I can name so many people that would be envious of that stellar game. First of all, the fans are dying to know, what have you done with the money? Did you return to your designer job? Oh, Sahari, you are too kind. Well, I got myself a whimsical designer studio so I don't have to create in my dingy little house anymore. I'm living the dream. Great! So, some more insight into your game. David D has been wondering, what was your secret strategy to the game? For a loyal sim, you did jump from ally to ally. Did your castmates see you as a floater? It's no secret, I was just nice and sweet to everybody. I was loyal to the one alliance until I couldn't anymore. It's more like jumping ship. I sadly had to abandon Nico when his was sinking. Sorry, Nico. All it takes is one game-changing decision to back the win sometimes. So, despite being in the Hall of Fame, some of the fans wonder if you'd like to play again, maybe even on a winter season. Who would you love to work with if that came around? Oh, not anytime soon, I believe. I already proved my worth, and I think this money is gonna last a while. I would love to work with Jiayi from the race. She is so devious and sarcastic. I just love her vibe. Interesting! I don't know if I expected that, but I can see it. Well, congratulations again on a well-played game, Jinx. Moving on to our runner-up, Lyric, giving Icy Princess this evening. Gotta start with the obvious. Do you regret not taking Bill to the final 2? Do you think you could have won if you did that? I don't doubt I could have won against Bill, but like I said on finale night, I'd rather try and beat a worthy opponent and be the best, and I stand by that. I mean, I think a million Simoleons is a million Simoleons, but what do I know? So, you were notorious for your various showmancers in the house. Who is your pick as the ultimate showman? Who's the best or worst kisser? Wow, you just had to ask that in front of my parents and all their parents, huh? But I'll humor ya. Abby is most definitely the best kisser. She was into it. Connie the worst. You can smell the fakeness a mile away. But the Fierce Lady Award goes to Huda though. Girl knows all the right things to say. Ho ho ho! And that's not even half the action that went down in the house. So, final question from Ronald for Lyric as well as Dom. You two got very close together by the end of the game. Would you consider, say, doing the Amazing Race together if given the opportunity? Have you seen our challenge track record? Yeah, I'd rather do it with Byron, thank you. And I'd rather idol of my parents. Unless the whole race is about romance, then yeah, maybe we'd have a shot. Okay then, turning to our fallen angel Bill. Bill, you made waves across the season, for better or for worse. There's one question on everybody's mind though. Why did you end up voting for Lyric to win at the end? Kinda felt like a fool that Jinx took me along because she thought I was easy instead of recognizing the true champ I was. So I took the bitter route. And he's not getting the house he wanted as a result. I don't need your dirty money. I can take care of myself well enough. Drama! Took y'all long enough. Alright, back here, Bill. Desire Kills wonders, why did you play the game as obnoxiously as you did? How do you think you would have fared in a jury vote? Obnoxiously? Oh, I played boldly. I was making moves left and right since the start, and nobody caught on until like week 5, okay? I know quite a few that would vote for me over both Jinx and Lyric. Very big words! You matched our dear DC in comp wins this season. How did it feel to match his record? Do you think you would win the most comps if you two win the season together? I respect you for paving the way, DC, but if your All-Stars track record shows anything, your golden days are kinda behind ya. Sorry dude, we are gonna retire someday. Sure, Jan. Now let's move on to the juiciest dude himself. Dom, Lucy Hannah throws a quick one at ya. Kiss, woohoo, kill. Jinx, Nico, and Byron. What? Kill Nico. Sorry, dude. I'll kiss my bro Byron. No homo. And I'll woohoo Jinx. Should happen in the house anyway. Scandalous! Might I remind you your mother is in attendance? Despite the muscle man that you are, you ended up being a total flop in comps, but made it far anyway. Was it strategic? How'd you do it? I didn't throw any comps, man. Like, my bro Scott is a muscly werewolf and Bill is a jobless gamer man. None of us stood a chance, okay? I mean, I always knew I had charm though, and that's my secret sauce to getting this far in the house and in life. Moving on to Scott. Love the new hair color change. You are now the highest placing werewolf in the KCU. Are you proud? Do you think you represented your community well?
If the cheers I got back at Club Wolf were anything, I'd say I rep super well. We have a werewolf temperament still, but I hope I at least showed that spreading good vibes goes a long way.
And did. 5th place is nothing to scoff at. So, one of your fans, the awesome Dawn asks, would you have kept Danica in hindsight, knowing you were going out right after? And have you two made up after your eliminations?
I mean, anything is clearer in hindsight. I was so set on the alliance with Bill and Jinx, I guess I just got tunnel vision. It took me and Danica many days to talk things through at the jury house, but we eventually reached an understanding.
Some decisions just cost us a million simoleons. Ooh, hold that anger for just a moment while we finish Scott's questions. So, Xeno Knight XZ asks, what has been your favorite moment in the bunker before your eviction, Scott?
The boxing match was pretty fun. Sorry, Connie. But I also love having my mom in the bunker. I know a lot of it didn't make the edit, but it was a really interesting day.
Adorable. Lovely to talk to you, Scott. Moving on to your bestie, or former bestie, Danica. Queen, you were robbed going from HOH to evicted in the same week. How did you process that? Do you wish you could have waited until the double to win HOH? Oh, I went through all 5 stages in the house, Kaywireee. I don't know if I was gonna beat anybody in the mixtape competition during the double, so maybe it just wasn't meant to be. Wah wah. Thank you, Danica. Let's turn to this side. The Tat Pack is looking good tonight. Connie, Kevin Lin asks, out of all your castmates, who do you think needs to see a therapist the most? The only people that don't need a therapist are Nico and Jinx. Everyone else is positively insane. I can give recommendations. Do not come to my office. Seems like you may need some therapy yourself. Nico! So, after your experiences on the show, how likely are you to encourage or discourage Zoe to do a reality show in the future? I heard the KCU is starting to let children in. I need to vet the applications first if I'm allowed to. If the cast is anything like this, then no, she is not setting foot anywhere near reality TV. Sorry, honey. I'm sure Zoe can handle herself just fine. So, Mayor of the Jury House, Roger! Cammy is wondering, is there any insight here on the Jury House? Who cried the most, and who changed for the better or the worst? Well, Nico cries a lot, but that's a given. And you heard about Scott and Danica's relentless bickering as well. Ugh. What else? Bill received a standing ovation because everybody was thrilled that he wasn't in the final 2. They clapped for me because I'm the Roger. Yeah, keep telling yourself that, buddy. Oh, and Dom and Lyric shared a room for a day and a half. I made earbuds for myself eventually, so don't ask me how loud they are. Oh, T. Last question for you, Roger. Have you told your fellow house guests your real identity as a crime boss? I'm gonna need you to elaborate. Can it be a lawsuit? That's private information, you guys. And for the record, I am a former crime boss. I did my time. So you're not a decorated veteran? Oh my god, who are you? Oopsie, did I do that? Well, as they process that historic reveal, let's move on to the crazy pre-jurors. Abby, you are the star of the pre-jury phase. Vixie Rivero is wondering if you felt you took your fights too far. Would you have done anything different during your time in the game?
I never regret anything. This house needed some flair and I delivered. If I could change one thing, I would have fought harder at Cox, so stinky-ass Bill would have went home way earlier.
Not my fault you quiver at the sight of a puzzle.
Okay, sit down, nerd brain. All those smarts and you still live in a trailer court. Bye.
Oh, I am loving this. So, being one of the most robbed during the pre-jury, would you be interested in coming back for another season? Absolutely! The challenge producers may already be blowing up my phone. Oops, was I supposed to say that? No, but I'll let it slide because you're that iconic. Turning to your new nemesis in the game, Huda! Have you and Abby made up already? How does it feel being the last nemesis standing? Never. I hate this with all my being. It's appalling that she got called up for a return already and not me. As for being the last nemesis standing, well, the bar wasn't really high, was it? Well, the awareness is cute, at least. Moving on to another diva, Muna! Looking gorgeous tonight. What is your biggest regret in the game? And what or who do you most attribute to your downfall? It has to be my inability to win comps. I think those early weeks in the Have-Not room really took a dampener on my game. It's hard enough to have to live with stressed out people and you lose access to main areas like the kitchen. I felt like a creep looking through the kitchen window just to hear what's going on. You are so right. Well, we hope to see you again in the future, Muna. Turning over to this side, Crystal. Panini Nomenon asks, between Big Brother and The Amazing Race, which game did you enjoy more? I'll say Big Brother. At least I don't have to be sweaty and gross half the time. Or do stupid tasks like nectar making. Ugh. Next up, Elana Rocco asks, who were your favorite teams for the first 2 seasons of The Sims Amazing Race? Ooh, I'll say Latoya and Kiana for the first season. Kiana especially has so much personality. I love her. I'll say Wendy and the husband from the second season. That woman is hungry for the win. Alright, love that, love that. Last one from C9 Cage. Between Nico and Cyan from the race, who did you dislike more? Well, one's a I never talked to since the show ended, and the other is sitting right across me. Oh, can you be any more iconic? Thank you for coming back, Crystal. So, moving on to Death himself, Grim. You've made appearances in many shows in the past, reaping souls, but now you've come in as a player. How's that experience like, and would you play again?
Meh, I don't see the hype. I go through hundreds of people a day, and being cooped up with the same ones is very boring, to say the least. Even 2 weeks in the game got me behind schedule. Don't ever do that to me again.
That sounds like an even better reason to take you away one more time. Finishing us off is our iconic first boot, Clove. You seem to have taken over Dom's business temporarily when you left the house. Have you earned anything since stepping in? If you earned anything at all, that is. You bet I did. I sold 5 bottles in my very first week, okay? I'll have you know that I'm the resident salesperson at Dude Juice now. He really has a magical way of charming people. We get sales in every city and we keep growing. That's comforting. So, about the game, do you think you could have survived week 1 if you campaigned harder to stay? I mean, I did campaign with Roger, but I guess I could have done more. I truly think if I made it past the first week, I could have made jury at least. I had some steady alliances brewing there. Well, we'll never know these days. Some general questions for the whole cast now. Justin Lombardo asks those who have repeatedly gone back to the Have-Not room. How was that like? Terrible, game-breaking. Would not wish that on my worst enemy. I can take it or leave it. I just wanted to be close to my girls. I had a jolly time. I hope you didn't clear it Glamora and her family. I'll buy the whole bunker if it means that they can stay. Your rat family is very much intact, Jinx, no worries. And finally, Jakutari asked the cast, watching the whole season back, was there anything that shocked you about your fellow contestants that changed your view on them?
I hate to give him credit, but Bill seemed very important in those early weeks. I mean, Clove, Grim, Muna's evictions were all thanks to his one vote.
And I didn't realize Scott basically blurted out every alliance he's been to everyone. No wonder we sank so fast. Everybody knows who's working together. I never realized the extent of Lyric's romantic tendencies until I rewatched the show with my family. I feel more of a fool now thinking Dom was the first one. I said again and again that I want all the ladies together and I'm kissing them for votes? Where were you? Busy making genuine friendships and winning? This passive aggression is giving me life! So the last few questions are for Kaywire. Sandra wonders, what are the other apocalypse twists that we did get to see this season? Ah yes, happy to oblige. This icon with the lock is Lock the Back Door. Idea courtesy of Blue from the Discord server. The HOH will nominate 3 house guests for eviction, and the POV must be used to save one of the nominees. But as a result, any house guest who's not nominated will become the have-nots that week. This mysterious looking icon is the Upside Down, inspired by Stranger Things, and it's basically backwards week from BB Canada. The week will be played out in reverse essentially, starting with nominations, POV ceremony, HOH competition, and the HOH gets the sole vote to evict one of the nominees. The final side here is the Reaping, a double eviction twist where the HOH will nominate 3 house guests for eviction. Those 3 will play in a Reaping competition, where the winner gets the sole vote to evict one of the other 2 fellow nominees. This one I was really excited for, but maybe next time. So much drama missed. Well, we have 2 fans essentially asking who the other nemesis that we didn't get to see. Were there any other returnees in the mix? Nope. Crystal was the only one. But there were a ton of great candidates in the nemesis pool that could have changed the season. I won't go into details since they may come back in future seasons, but I can flash their names and their rivalries up on the screen, maybe? You let me know who looks interesting enough to see again. Oh, some of these people are cute. To close off the fan questioning, I am a fan of Drew asks, what's next for the channel, Kaywire? Oh, I'm glad you asked, but I'll let one of the BB alumni set the stage for this one. Bronte, care to take the audience out for a spin? Gladly. The polls have spoken, and we're getting a newbie season with many fresh faces. It seems like construction has completed in Chestnut Ridge for an all-new Survivor season. Set in a brutal mining town under scorching heat, there are many twists and turns awaiting these noobs. A tribe of pioneers who are at the top of their fields and pave the way for those who come after, face off against a tribe of renegades who are rebels, free spirits, underdogs in their own right. They chart their own path in life. Coming soon to your favorite reality channel, it's Survivor 5, Pioneers vs. Renegades. Thank you, Bronte! And you heard it here first. Survivor is coming next, and the cast is already selected and basically ready to go. Trailer should drop in the coming weeks, and I am hyped to begin this next season. And now for the moment you've all been waiting for. The fan favorite vote is upon us. Welcome to the stage our reigning fan favorite, Sienna Noriega, to pass on the torch. Evening, darlings. None of these people behind me are worthy to take my throne, but I must share it, I suppose. So, a total of 76 gorgeous people voted, which equals to 228 votes. Thank you, darlings. Without further ado, the top 3 in no particular order are Abby Flores, Jinx Hex, and Scott Gates. Winning with 12.28% of the vote, only inching out the run-up by 2 votes, is Scott! Congratulations, King! Our first male solo fan favorite winner! Making history today, I suppose. Would you like to present the speech?
Oh my god, this is so sick! I'm up against a lot of likable people today, and the vote being that close just proves it. So thank you for awarding me the fan favorite to represent this season. The Occult are winning today, Jinx! I'm so proud of us! Woo!
Thank you, Scott. And just for full transparency, these are the results. This is the closest fan favorite vote in the history of the KCU, which really shows how fantastic this whole cast is. Anyways, thank you to all of you who voted. Well, and that concludes our lovely reunion! It's been an absolutely electric season, and I know Pioneers vs. Renegades is gonna be just as fun. Once again, thank you so much to all of you who have tuned into this season! None of this would be possible without you watching, liking, and commenting every week. Check if you're subscribed so you don't miss an update. Link in the description if you're interested in the Discord, and take care of yourselves in the meantime, friendos! I will see you all in the wild, wild west of Chestnut Ridge very, very soon.